Another beautiful morning to talk sport right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. This is Dominion Sport, where we talk all things sport right here on the go. From the world of basketball to tennis, WTA, Madrid Open, the ATP, giving you updates back to back. Definitely, we'll be talking about the MPFL. They're back in action this wonderful weekend. Also, we're talking about the world of Formula One. It's the Miami Grand Prix right there. We'll be discussing more on that on the show this wonderful morning. But before I introduce myself, let me wish everybody happy new month. You're welcome to the month of May, a month of blessings, a month of gratitude. Definitely, I will be here through the month of May to serve you the very best of all updates in the world of sport. I am Paul Abe Toruanimi, and I'm not alone in the studio this wonderful morning. I have the man who's donning the green. All wonderful. You look amazing. You look stunning. I have Sanuri Dalimi joining me in the studio this wonderful morning to talk sport right here on the go. Top of the morning to you. Europa League, fantastic. It looks like we're going to have all English affair when it comes to European football. Maybe Arsenal gets through to the final of the Champions League. Nottingham Forest looks like a side. Aston Villa still on the verge. Crystal Palace 3-1. You look at basketball, we are forcing Game 7. Some are through to the next round. You look at Formula 1 Grand Prix, finally what you love to see. You talk about the MPFL back in action. You talk about the Falconet. The actions are loaded in the month of May. And how excited are you?
I'm very excited, and you said it all. You didn't leave room for me.
Nah, I just want to just leave you right now.
You said it all.
Yeah.
Miami Grand Prix Formula One is back.
Yeah.
Miami Grand Prix, even though we still have issues with the weather and all, we'll talk about that later on the show. There's basketball, there's Game 7 for lots of games, and that's what we want to see. We don't want to see anybody giving up, and we don't want to see blowouts, just like OKC Thunder did in their own. They went 4-0, but other teams are pushed and looking for a chance for round 2. MPFL is back, and that's what I want to see. I want to see Shooting Stars, I want to see Raymond Stars, and I want to see the conclusion of the relegation battle and who's going to lead the title at the end of the day. We have other things to talk about, so yeah, I'm just excited to be here, and you missed the chance to wish everyone, all workers, happy Workers' Day. And
so I'm wondering why am I putting it up there? Because I'm here serving up to the world right now. So come on.
The dynamics of our work has changed the way we think about public holidays.
Okay,
So
what
I think
do we do now?
for everybody that is celebrating.
So what do we do now?
You have to do everybody that is celebrating.
So we wish everybody happy Workers' Day.
And give them the chance to watch the show.
Yeah, definitely.
Fully. You don't have a chance to switch in between your monitors at work, and just have to face your Sport Dominion, sports everywhere.
Yeah, beautiful. You'll be here to enjoy that update right here, giving you update in the world of sport. Right here on the go. Moving away from that, let's dive straight into action. Let's talk about the match day 36 fixtures to look forward to, and that's going to happen on a Sunday, the 3rd of May. But we're going to welcome El Kanami Warriors, Niger Tornadoes, Kwara United. We have Eyimba Football Club playing home to Remo Stars. We have Bayelsa United playing Rangers International. We have Brendan Insurance against Katsina United. Rivers United against Abia Warriors. Kun Khalifat against Kano Pillars. Warriors against Plateau United. Shooting Stars Football Club against Kwara United, and Ikorodu City against Wiki Tourist. Those are the games to look forward to. Tuesday, we're going to have the action between Ikorodu City and Wiki Tourist. Earlier this week, we gave an update on the reasons why Ikorodu City's game and Wiki Tourist would have to fall on the 5th of May on Tuesday. Let's talk about some key battles to look forward to, most especially the race for the MPFL. Let's start off with Bayelsa United playing to Rangers International.
A very important one for Rangers International, and they're playing away from home. They have 3 games to go, still at top of the MPFL table right now, but it's looking risky. And for Bayelsa United, they're also fighting relegation, so it's a tale of 2 different sides that have things to fight for. For Rangers International, they look to extend their lead. Maybe a draw would do, and at least get them something on the log of the table. But for Bayelsa United, there is no room for complacency. They need to get the points. They need to get maximum points to boost their chances of remaining in the MPFL next season. So I'm looking forward to an exciting match. It's going to be, there are loads of exciting matchups this weekend. This is just definitely one of them, and looking forward to what's going to happen in there.
If you're looking forward to what's going to happen away from home, Rangers International are going to Bayelsa. For you, they're using a victory for Rangers, or maybe a draw would serve them a lot of good to the final day of the season.
A draw looks like the best result they will get on the away front, but for Bayelsa United, they are not necessarily strong at home. They've lost, I think, about 2 or 3 games on the home front.
And they're 19 on the log of the table, struggling also.
They are struggling.
So a win will serve them.
That's why. So it's a tale of 2 different sides. One is looking to beat the relegation battle, and one is looking to cement their place at top of the league. So it's just going to be exciting. And for Rangers National, at least the draw is going to do, at least gives them a chance to add to their tally on the table right now and improve their chances of winning the league at the end of the season. But for Bayelsa United, nothing short of a win is going to do them
any good.
So
all right.
they need to get a maximum
a
points
maximum point also for Bayelsa. So it's going to be interesting one to look out for. Bayelsa United are fighting off relegation, sitting 19 on the log of the table. We have Rangers International who are also trying to contend for the title with Rivers United. Let's talk about Rivers United going home to play Abia Warriors. Fantastic game. You look at where Abia Warriors are also. Maybe a win might propel them, to a continental spot. Rivers United will want a win also. So it's interesting times for you.
Very interesting. So this is another very key fixture in the MPFL this weekend. Rivers United second on the log.
They're playing at home.
They're playing at home,
so
and
maybe favors them.
Favors them, yes. They've been very strong at home this season, but they had loads of draws. That has contributed to the fact of them being second on the log right now. But for Abia Warriors as well, they are fourth on the log, level on points with Ikorodu City. It will do their chances of getting the title or the continental ticket a whole lot of good if they get something favorable this weekend as well. So loads of games to look forward to. And for Rivers United, this is a chance for them to go back to the summit of the league if they get maximum points and results go their favor in other venues. Yes, they'll be at top of the MPFL table at least for 6 or 7 days before we get to the next round of games that's going to determine who's going to win the league at the end of the season. So it's exciting as well. I expect fireworks and I expect both teams, Finidi George and his boys, to bring their A game to fore and at least get maximum victory, even if it's just a slender 1-0 victory over Abia Warriors, who are also looking to do something for themselves. But it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be an easy one. So looking forward to that matchup as well on Sunday. All
right, beautiful. You watching us right now, you can also drop your predictions. If you're a lover of the MPFL, drop your predictions ahead of this key battle. Rangers International going home to play Bayelsa United. Rivers are playing Abia Warriors. And also Abia Warriors were also top 5 contenders, are also playing Rivers United at home. Let's talk about Coach Nurdin Aweroro and his boys playing to Nasarawa United. For you, that victory also propelled them, maybe a chance to pick up a continental spot. Or do you still see that happening for Shooting Stars despite if they win on Sunday?
It's been looking topsy-turvy for Shooting Stars over the past couple of weeks. There are weeks you expect them to be in contention for the title. Other weeks you see them drop points, just like they did against Kwara United in their last home game at Lagos Salami Stadium. So it's tricky right now, but this is another top of the table clash. Shooting Stars are 5th on the log, Nasarawa United are 6th, and this is one fixture that will also determine who stays at top or who goes to the continent next season in the MPFL. So Shooting Stars, if they get the victory till Ikorodu City plays, I think it takes them ahead of them on the log of the table, and that's very important for them, very fantastic. It will do their confidence a whole lot of good before Ikorodu play on Tuesday, and also push them over Abia Warriors if Abia Warriors don't get a favorable result at Rivers United. So a whole lot of dynamics for Nasarawa United too. Looks like they have a chance to bite at the table. They led the MPFL table for about 2 or 3 weeks right now, but they were not able to keep up the consistency, and now they've dropped to 6th position, which is not something their fans and the coaches and the players alike would love to see. But for Shooting Stars, this is a must-win game. They've been strong at the Lagos Salami Stadium. I think they won about 9 out of their last 10 games they played at home. The last one was against Kwara where they dropped points, but they can bounce back from that. The last game was a victory away from home. Kamara Dogoki got in the goals for them. So this time in front of their fans, they've not played in 2 weeks and they are well rested. Even though they had the defeat last weekend in the FA Cup final, they can look to bounce back from that and get maximum points against Nasarawa United and move up on the top of the table.
All right. Those analyses might just work in favor for Nurdin Aweroro if he's watching you right now, and I'll put those tactics in order for his team.
If that works for him, I think they owe me.
They owe you. Maybe position in the team come next season. All right. Let's talk about relegation fights quickly. We're going to have Kun Khalifat and Kano Pillars dug it out right there on the home of Kun Khalifat. For you, maybe a victory might take, looking at the table right now, might just take Kun Khalifat out of the relegation spot.
Looks like it, but Kano Pillars are not decided to push over, and judging by what happened in their last game as well, they'll be looking to put
lucky that they were not deducted points.
Because for real, this is a repeat offense, and I don't know. In previous times, if you are committing a repeat offense in the same season, I think your points are going to be deducted and more and heavier sanctions will be placed on you. But this time, politics and Kano Pillars play their way out of that mishap and are looking to fight their way out of relegation zone again. So it's still still fire out there in the chance to
It's
beat
5 points separating them.
5 points separating them.
You have Kano Pillars sitting 12, Kun Khalifat 18.
18. So Kun Khalifat have gotten a little bit of, they've steadied the ship a little bit over the past couple of weeks, and it seems to have helped their hopes, but still they need results elsewhere to go their way, and they also need to do their job. So the chance against Kano Pillars is very key. They need to get maximum point as well. But for Kano Pillars as well, maybe a draw will do, and Ahmed Musa, the likes of Rabiu, Ali, those are players that would look like they propel Kano Pillars out of the fight for relegation. So it's exciting times, and this is one of the fixtures to look forward to also over the weekend.
All right, beautiful. Let's talk about Eyimba, a big game to Remo Stars. Interesting times. Also, Eyimba fighting off relegation. They're sitting 43 points and 13 on the log of the table. Remo Stars 16 with 43 points. For you, the same points, but just separate.
It's just good different. So I wonder how we are going to just oppose between different match venues this weekend in the MPFL, because there's battle everywhere. Everywhere. There's something to look forward to. For Eyimba,
somebody's tasting blood everywhere.
You have to fight your way off. And for what has happened all over the season, Eyimba have changed coaches about 2 times or 3 times this season already. They've had player troubles. They have loads of issues surrounding their fortunes. For Remo Stars, current champions, they've not been able to challenge for the title this season. They are fighting off relegation, and it's just exciting. Goal difference separate them at the moment, and whoever gets the maximum points, because I think the draw favors no one in this battle, because the other teams around them too that have same number of points but are separated by goal difference. So a draw doesn't favor any of those sides. It's dropping points. Whoever gets maximum points is going to celebrate, and if they play a draw, I don't think, like I said, it's not a good result for either of those sides, because it's going to push them further, and other teams that get victories in and around that position they are on the table are going to push them down back into the red zone. This match is a must win for either side, and whoever wants to pick maximum point needs to use the ground running, get your chances in the back of the net, and see what that does to your fortune at the end of the season.
All right. Once again, I'm just going to read through the fixtures, just in case you're joining us right here. This is Dominion Sports, right here on Dominion Television, your channel of choice. And then just remind us again that the match day 36 fixtures are available for Sunday, the 3rd of May, and also Tuesday, the 5th of May. Bana are going to play Kanami Warriors, Niger Tornadoes to Kwara United, Eyimba to Remo Stars, Bayelsa United play Rangers International, Beden Insurance to Katsina United, Rivers United to Abia Warriors. Kun Khalifat are going to welcome Kano Pillars. Warri Wolves are going to play home to Plateau United. Shooting Stars Football Club are going to welcome Nasarawa United at the Lakers Salami Stadium on Sunday. And also Ikorodu City are going to play Wiki Tourists. All the time are going to happen 4 p.m. Interesting times when it comes, to the MPFL. Let's talk about one man who I think should be in the news at this point in time. It's just two clean sheets, away from equaling Amos Obasogie a clean sheet record with 3 games to go. Michael Atata is the name. What a phenomenal performance from this man this season.
He's helped the forces of Ikorodu City a lot this season, and most especially in the away games. And the clean sheet is kept has pushed this team to 3rd on the log, and looking like they can also challenge for the title. Yes, he will have a game in hand this weekend that will be played on Tuesday. He has a chance to do that against the relegation-plagued Wiki Tourist side. So it's exciting, and if he gets to win the Golden Glove at the end of the season, with or without breaking the record, I think he's done fantastic work, for his club for his side this season, and good luck to him in his endeavors.
Beautiful. There you have it. 30 appearance, 16 clean sheet, and you look at the minutes played, 2,816. Fantastic one for a player, from Ikorodu City. The goalkeeper Michael Atata should be ringing the names when it comes to the Super Eagles. I hope when it comes to friendlies like this, maybe he should have a call with some other players when it comes to the MPFL.
Yes, we've not had a goalkeeper in long in the MPFL, but what I would like to even talk about is it's good we're having teams keeping stats of their players. If the governing body can keep stats of what the players have done for them, it's exciting to see, and let's hope the Super Eagles backroom staff and scouting department are taking a look at what is done, and maybe for chant competitions for starters, maybe he's going to get a nod and get into the team. All
right, beautiful. We'll be hoping for the very best for Michael Atata, the goalkeeper of Ikorodu City. Let's move away from that. Let's talk about the Falconets as they eye the World Cup advantage against Malawi. Nigerians women's under-20 football team would host Malawi women's national national under-20 football team on Saturday in Ikene in the first leg of the final qualifying round for the 2026 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. The match at the Remo Star Stadium will determine one of Africa's 4 place at the tournament in Poland, with a return leg scheduled for Legowi in a week later. Nigerians remain Africa's most consistent side at this level, having qualified for every edition of the tournament. But coach Moses Adaku would urge his players to stay focused ahead of a decisive tie. Malawi enters as underdogs, but will be open to secure a historic first qualification for the FIFA Women's Tournament. Fantastic one day you have with the players training right there in Ikene. How do you see this game happen on Saturday for coach Moses Aduku's side, and also the Falcons, the players are ready a day?
I expect nothing short of victory from them. They are the favorites to win the game, and Malawi don't pose a threat as much as other nations would do. And for the record of Nigeria in this competition they are looking to qualify for, it's been stellar. Africa's most consistent performer at that tournament. So I expect nothing short of them getting the victory here and also getting the victory in a week's time in Malawi. So good luck to them, and I expect them, they have their destiny in their hands. They can correct that, and pictures and videos I've seen from training and showed the camp are in high spirit, and expect loads of actions from them coming tomorrow.
All right, beautiful. We expect loads of actions, coming from the Falconet tomorrow. Definitely back here on Monday, we'll be giving you more updates from that scene. Let's talk about, the statement from Gianni Infantino. Finally said Iran are also going to participate in this year's World Cup. Now, there's a statement, reply statement. It's good to have replies when you have communication. Now, Donald Trump has now said, if Iran is going to participate in 2026 World Cup, and I quote, "What if Iran wins the World Cup? I'm not going to worry about that. It will be hard to believe that they have a good team, but we must let them play at the World Cup." A little bit of Donald Trump playing with words right now for you. We got the report, Gianni Infantino, Donald Trump coming to give us a reply.
Yes, that's Donald Trump for you. He plays around with words, and for the love of God, this World Cup has had many controversies stitched to it. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, there were talks about increasing ticket fees and all, and visitors' welfare and all, and blame has been placed on FIFA, but FIFA also came back and said, we are not getting this allotted money or this total amount of money the US is quoting that we are going to make from this competition, because there were talks from the governor of, I think, LA, saying they have to the FIFA has to come to play and subsidize tickets if they want them to reduce the fee and increase the welfare. And FIFA are telling them, we are not earning this social amount of money you've quoted us to be earning. It's just total revenue. We still have lots of things to remove from this. So a lot of controversies have plagued it. The war between US and Iran and Israel is still going. I think earlier this week, the blockade was reinstated, and they still have issues. It's affected economics, it's affected politics, it's affected everything. So Trump has no choice than to allow Iran play
the World
Cup. And Infantino has come out to say, yes, they have to provide safe haven for these players. So they just have to guarantee the proper welfare of Iran. They're not strong favorites. I don't think they're even in top 15, 16 teams.
16 teams to win the World
Cup. So it's just nice to have them play at the World Cup. This is what football promotes. It promotes unity, promotes peace, and that's what we want to see. Good luck to them in their endeavors to make the finals of the competition, and we hope to see what happens later on.
And maybe this a World Cup chance might just give the people of Iran maybe a little bit of hope again. You talked about football being a sport where people come together, they unite, harmony, love. Maybe it might just spark up those issues with the war and all, and them watching their team play.
It would be nice to have them to have something to cheer up on.
And imagine Iran going to round of 16 quarterfinal. What are we saying?
we saw what happened when Saudi defeated Argentina in the opening game in the last World Cup. So what victory is going to do to the fans of that nation cannot be written with words right now, and I hope they do well, and maybe it helps bring peace and order to the world in the end.
All right, beautiful. Let's talk about one man from Manchester United. He has been on the lips of Sanuruddin and also the radio paps right here on the show, and it's been Kobe Mainoo, on signing until 2031. Now you look at this man, what he has done. He has said that Manchester United has always been my home. This special club means everything to my family. I've grown up to seeing the impact that our club has on our city. and I relish the responsibility that comes with wearing this shirt. Also, you look at where it's been coming from, and you're wondering, winning the FA Cup in 2024, bench under Ruben Amorim, now first choice signing contract with a pay rise. So he's wanting to sign a contract and he's wanting to have a pay rise. I think he did whatever the management is or whatnot. Did a good job for him. A new signing 2031 and also a pay rise for Kobbie Mainoo.
This is a player that has been tutored to have a lot of future on Manchester United, and it will be very damaging for them to let such player go.
We're so close.
Very close under Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
He wanted to go on loan.
Yeah.
Amorim blocked him, said he's needed here, and still didn't give him minutes to perform and show what he can do. But now he's back under Michael Carrick, a very important player in the squad. Last time he missed the game, they lost the game, and now he's back in the team for the past 2 games. They've won both games as well, and he has great performances on, and he's back in the English national team as well. So he's a very great player, technically gifted, and this is what we want to see. We want them to encourage players from the academy, and Manchester United are known to be one of those clubs that promote players through the ranks of their club and put them to the limelight. So for Kobbie Mainoo, congratulations to him, and look forward to what else he has to do with Manchester United, because I know the sky is also a starting point for him. With what I've seen him do, there are a lot of key areas he can improve on, but still, at this moment, he's one of the most exciting youngsters in the Premier League.
All right, beautiful. We hope for the very best for Kobbie Mainoo, and maybe this might give him a slot when it comes to the England spot for the World Cup, which is very slim. But let's see how far that one can go. With Thomas Tuchel.
Well, maybe with 26 players now, I'm just going to.
So it might just open the door for him.
Because it was with them at the last national team international break. So maybe the coach has seen 1 or 2 things he can add to the squad, and he was part of the side that got to the final of the Euros last time. He played a very important role in that team as well. So his future is well ahead of him. If he misses this World Cup, I know definitely he's going to go to. There's more to come, and like I said earlier, the sky is the starting point for him, and let's see what he does over his long stellar career.
Okay, beautiful. We'll be looking forward to that, but we must talk about the Premier League. But before that, Ashley Young said it's going to play his last game this season with Ipswich Town, and it's going to retire from football. Trust me, we hate to see you retire. I'm sure if you're Arsenal fan, you should be grabbing that right now. And we just hate to see you because it reminds me of an 8-2. Okay. Let's
I was about asking you what's your favorite memory of Ashley?
It has to be the 8-2 coming against Arsenal.
For me, it's a throwing star.
Yeah.
He takes the ball to the right shoulder, takes it to the left shoulder. Just throw the ball, restart the game as early as possible, but Ashley Young has other options.
We're definitely going to miss such legend, but I think he has said that this is the final season.
He's had a stellar career for him. Played with Aston Villa, played with Manchester United, played with Inter Milan, now back with Ipswich. I think he did Villa twice. He played Everton. I think he did
Aston Villa also, twice.
So he had a very fantastic career, and it's nice to see, and good luck to him in his endeavours going forward.
Beautiful. Let's talk about the game tonight in the Premier League. Leeds United against Burnley, where we have been having some Michael Jackson move. We have been thinking maybe it's going to be Michael Jackson season for Burnley, and we are getting all of that right here. But Leeds United are playing to Burnley. A win right now would cement off relegation for Leeds United. We know Burnley relegated already. So do you see Leeds United picking up victory?
I see Leeds United picking up victory. They've had a very great 3 or 4 weeks. They were knocked out by Chelsea in the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley last weekend. But the last 3 or 4 games they played before that, they played fantastic. They defeated Manchester United, had a 3-0 victory over Wolves, played in the semi-final, did themselves a whole lot of good, but couldn't get into the final. So I think they've had a fantastic 3 weeks, and looking to this fixture, their favourites, and Scott Parker, the coach of Burnley, has left his role since relegation. They've confirmed an interim manager. I think it's just Michael Jackson, just to see the season off and where they go from there. But in this game, I think Leeds are favourites and will definitely confirm their availability in the Premier League next season with the victory.
All right. So for those of you watching right now, it's not the Michael Jackson. It's not MJ right now. I mean, the name is Michael Jackson.
This is MJ as well.
Because there's been so much buzz around, Michael Jackson coaching Burnley to the end of the season, and that's the name of the new interim manager right here for Burnley. Let's talk about Brentford against West Ham on Saturday, Newcastle, Brighton, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Sunderland, Arsenal against Fulham. So Nuruddin, drop point for Arsenal, season over for Arsenal. Do you agree with me, or maybe you have other analysis for me ahead of this game quickly?
There is no other analysis. Drop points and your season is over.
You mean a draw and post it?
Arsenal can't afford to drop any points. Even if City drop points, it's not enough for Arsenal to think they can drop points. You need to get the job done. I mentioned, I think last week, Arsenal have 5 finals in the season. They had 4 Premier League finals, 7 finals in the season.
Yeah, you said so. Yeah.
They had 5 as at that time. Now they have 3 Premier League games to look forward to, and 1 semi-final and probably the UEFA Champions League final. So they have nothing short of victories to expect from those matches. Anything short of that, I think the season is over for them, and it's looking like what has happened over the past couple of seasons is going to repeat itself for Arsenal this season. So for them, against Fulham are looking for a spot in the European tournament, to part of the European contingent that will represent England on the continent next season. But I think Arsenal should be too strong, even if it's just a 1-0 victory like they did last weekend. You just have to get maximum point. I don't know where they want to get it from. I don't know how Mikel Arteta and his boys wants to do it, but anything short of a victory this weekend definitely takes the title to Manchester City, and that's not what Mikel Arteta and the boys want to see.
All right, let's talk about Brentford West Ham. Brentford look like a team that maybe a win might still help their push to European sport. West Ham, a win would finally see them off relegation.
West Ham also want to lose. A tale of 2 different sides in this moment. Brentford are looking to go to Europe for the first time in their history. A victory would do that for them. They lost to Manchester United on Monday, 2-1 at Old Trafford. So it's looking like they also need to get maximum points, but they still have other chances to make up for that if results in other events goes their place, because Fulham are also in contention for European spot, are playing against Arsenal. We need to get victory. Everton hosts Manchester City on Monday, so it's looking like they can still slip up this weekend. But for West Ham, Tottenham is breathing down their neck. It now looks like it's between West Ham and Tottenham Hotspur, who is going to join the already rated Burnley and Wolves. So West Ham need to get at least a draw from this, and hope results go elsewhere go their favour when Brighton hosts Tottenham Hotspur. So I'm not sure it's the Brighton Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah, it's Newcastle Brighton and Aston Villa Tottenham Hotspur.
So Villa also a very good side, and looking to go into the next round. Going ahead of Manchester United and Liverpool.
Yeah, for the qualification.
For confirmed Champions League spot next season. So they hope for favour from those fixtures, but at least they need to get a draw at Brentford on Saturday. All
right, let's talk about Manchester United and Liverpool. At Old Trafford, a win or maybe a draw cement, a spot for, Manchester United for the Champions League. Liverpool also, there's not much to play for in this tie between these two. Maybe just playing for pride and let's have a victory.
You think there's not so much to play for?
Yeah, because you look at Manchester United, a draw might just cement their place in the Champions League. Liverpool are not going anywhere. Also, it's a cemented place in the Champions League for them.
There's pride to play for, and Manchester United are looking to do the double over Liverpool for the first time in a decade. They've not done that since 2016. That's a very big one if they get it. For Michael Carrick, they've been playing well, and these are 2 most successful English sides right there that face themselves. Salah will be out of this game, but Liverpool are on their longest winning streak since the beginning of the season, in which they won 5 Premier League games back-to-back. Now they're on 3 Premier League games now. The last game was against Crystal Palace, a team they've not beaten in a while, but they got it done at Anfield 3-1. Going to this game now, they look like Manchester United have a little bit of advantage because of what they've done under Michael Carrick. They've had the highest point in the league, I think 29 points. So that's to show you Manchester United are a different side from what they were under Ruben Amorim, and are looking to go back into the Champions League next season. Like you mentioned, they need a victory or at least a draw to cement it, but I still think they will get it. But where they're going to finish at the end of the season on the log of the table is what is on the line now, because Villa played Tottenham on Sunday, and if Villa gets maximum points and United lose, I think it's going to all change the dynamics of what's going to happen in the Premier League by the end of the season. So Manchester United don't want to lose, and I'm sure Liverpool also don't want to lose. So it's going to be an exciting one. And for the past 2 or 3 games, it's been a goal fest in this fixture. The last one at Anfield ended 2-1 in favour of Manchester United, and this time around, Liverpool will be without Salah, like I mentioned earlier. United will be looking to continue the good run of form for Bruno Fernandes, who's looking to break the assist. And for Benjamin Sesko, he got his 10th goal in the league. 9 of those have come in the second half of the game.
Yeah.
Close, even after the hour mark, I think. So Liverpool can't sleep on their laurel. They need to keep eye on him. And Isak is going to be important as well. He's looking to complete his 100th fixture in the Premier League this weekend if he starts for your Liverpool on Sunday or if he plays a part in that game. So it's exciting and looking forward to what's going to happen in that game.
All right. Also on Sunday is going to be Bournemouth against Crystal Palace.
A very exciting one.
Yeah, exciting one to look forward to. Let's move away from that quickly because of our time and let's talk tennis. Let me inform you that Marta Kostyuk have advanced into a first ever WTA 1000 final after defeating Patova in a top seed Tovi 3-set match 6-2, 6-1, 6-1. The first teenager to reach 3 WTA 1000 finals. For you, a fantastic one for the young woman. She's going to face Andreeva in the final of the Madrid Open.
She's undefeated in the clay season. She's played 11 straight matches and won those 11 matches. That's to show you how fantastic she is at the moment. And for what she's done and her team, congratulations to them. I'm looking forward to what she's going to do against Mira Andreeva, who's also in a very good form at the moment.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that Baptiste, lost that one 6-4, 7-6.
Yes, Baptiste pushed in the second set as much as she did against Sabalenka because she's the one that defeated the world #1 in the quarterfinals, but she couldn't get past 19-year-old Mira Andreeva. Mira Andreeva as well, she's won a title this season, the Upper Lanes in Australia. She got to the semi-final in Stuttgart, and she's having a fantastic season as well. So this final is going to be a very strong one between two teenagers. This is Mira Andreeva's first Madrid final as well, and she won, like I mentioned, she won in Australia in Upper Lanes in clay, and she's 12-1. She's lost just in the semi-final of Stuttgart about last or 2 weeks ago. So that shows you this matchup is going to be a very interesting one. And Madrid took out all the top seeds. Let's see what the teenagers have for us.
Teenagers have to offer. All right, quickly, you're going to take me through the ATP, and also we have some key retirement, athletes when it comes to the world of tennis. Finally saying goodbye.
It looks like it's a season of farewells in tennis. We mentioned Game Monfils earlier in the year. It's mentioned that he's going to retire this season, and now Kenny Shikori has said he's going to beat the game goodbye. He's a very fantastic player, a trailblazer in the Asian continent in the world of tennis.
The bronze medalist in Rio, defeating Rafael Nadal.
Yes, that's to show you his career.
He reached number 4 in the
world number 4. That's the highest ranking he got on the table, and he's an Olympic medalist. He won the bronze, and he also got to the Grand Slam final. That's to show you that how important he is for the Asian continent when it comes to the world of tennis. So big ups to him, and looking forward to what he does with the rest of his career and in the endeavors. In the ATP Madrid Open, Zverev is in the semi-final. He's going to play against Block, and that's his 179th victory on clay, making him the German athlete with the most win on clay in the ATP title since we moved to the Open era. And he's into his 5th consecutive semi-final in the ATP Masters 1000 event. He defeated Koboli 6-1, 6-4. And it's also his 27th Masters semi-final, his 6th semi-final in 2026, and his 4th Madrid semi-final. And he has won twice in Madrid before, so he's back in familiar surroundings. And let's see what he has against Alexander Blocks, who also defeated his opponent and split with his coach, Philippe Corsiers, after 16 years together. So it's just exciting to see what he's going to do now after the partnership with his long-standing coach has ended. It's the semi-final against, I think for me, I will always mention the best player who is not going to win a Grand Slam because of the emergence of Yannick Sinner and Konzakara. So let's see what happens, and I hope to see him in the final play against whoever wins in Sinner or Atofil's final. So it's exciting too. We're going to have the results of that later today and give them updates on Monday.
Beautiful. Let's talk about Formula 1 quickly before we talk about basketball, and also the result that happened yesterday, wrapping up the show.
In Formula 1 this weekend, Formula 1, I've asked for the event over a month now. The last event was in Japan, Suzuka, which Mercedes won. Mercedes are leading on the tire, and they have the most podium finishes at the moment. Kimi Antonelli has been the reveal of the season. He's done what a lot of people have not expected him to see. Is Italian, and the Italians are having the four in sport right now. So this weekend there's final practice 1 today, final practice 2 tomorrow, and the main race on Sunday. But like I mentioned in my intro, there has been doubts about the weather.
If you can have the weather forecast,
the weather forecast is showing thunderstorms will be on Sunday.
So on Sunday, it said it's going to be 33 degrees Celsius. Also on Saturday, 34 degrees, and also on Sunday, it looks like a thundering showers to 29.
And that's not good conditions for drivers to drive in, and fast cars the track is going to be very electric. That's not what I want to see. A lot of engines and all mechanical failure. So it's looking tricky right now. We are still waiting for verdicts from the FIA, but let's see what happens. But the final practice is 1 to this afternoon. The final practice 2 tomorrow, and qualifying tomorrow as well. And let's see what happens in the race on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm sure the McLaren boys would have another offer for you, because you mentioned Kim Antonelli and you didn't mention them. 2024 they won the Miami. 2025 Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris. So maybe they might just make this one through.
For me, this season is the season of the Mercedes.
It's not for the McLaren.
It's not for the McLaren. They have the fastest car. Yes, the McLaren have been on the podium once this season. They are struggling. Ferrari will also prove a threat for Mercedes this season as well. So the likes of Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc Lewis Hamilton is looking to extend his podium finishes. He's the man with the highest amount of finishes on the podium right now. Looking to extend that this weekend as well. But it's just exciting in the world of tennis, and the players even had the chance to visit the grounds of football, because it's called football in America, but we call it soccer, rugby. We call it rugby on this side of the world. So a lot of athletes and drivers visited different grounds in the US over the weekend, and let's see what happens. Maybe that will help calm their nerves. And for the Red Bull driver, they left. The engineer has departed from the team now. Yeah, they had questions. Charles Leclerc had questions and answers for that. And let's see what happens now that they've switched things around. And I just hope they turn their season around as soon as possible.
All right, beautiful. Wrapping up the show, we're going to give you update from the world of basketball, and this is coming through from the Timberwolves. Jaden McDaniels double powers the Timberwolves to their third straight Western semifinals appearance. Terence Shannon, Junior, 24.6 rebounds, 2 steals. We have Roddy Goodbert with 10 points, 13 rebounds, and also 8 assists. We're talking Tyrese Maxey and the Sixers' first game 7 in Boston on Saturday. Paul George 23.5 3-pointers. Also, let me inform you that Joel Embiid at 19 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists. Right there against the New York Knicks, OG Anunoby put up a show as the Knicks advanced to round 2 of the NBA playoffs. Michael Bridge, 24 points, 10 and 12 assists. Kyle Anthony Towns, 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists and 3 steals. Let me inform you that Minnesota Timberwolves wins the series 4-2. Around their next triple-double in G2, Goodbert defensive effort in G3, and also Dosunmu for 3-point masterpiece in game 4. McDaniels and Shannon Jr. are showing what's going to happen in game 6. The Timberwolves are going to face the Spurs in round 2. So much to look forward to when it comes to the world of basketball. There you have it. Also, the first half full of series. We have multiple franchise postseason record in the play-by-play era. A 3-point new record, 21 assists and 12 steals. I want to look forward to the Boston Celtics against facing this one to game 7. The Sixers, what are you expecting?
Expecting fireworks from all sides, and we have one qualifiers from the Eastern Conference now. 3 to go. This is what we want to see. Like I mentioned yesterday, the playoff is where the excitement comes together. The position you finish on the regular season doesn't come to play now. You have to bring your A game, and teams are showing that right now. A lot of teams have pushed for game 7. Some had their game done over the night, and looking forward to what happens between now and Monday. All
right, beautiful. Wrapping up the show, Memo Ochoa will play 6th World Cup representing Mexico as the legendary goalkeeper, and he says he's going to make the squad. And after that, he has said, I will retire from professional football right after leaving the club and national team. This one man that
he only plays the
World Cup. I saw him.
He always plays. You see him once in 4 years, and after the World Cup ends, he just goes back.
And the funny thing, he puts up a stellar performance in the World Cup.
He's always there. Like you see him for 1 month during the World Cup, and next 4 years
we ain't getting anything again.
And when Mexico come to the World Cup again, you see him in the list in between the sticks and showing what he does best. And good luck to him in his endeavors and the team at the